Hello, welcome back to Woo Can Cook. My name is Wesley, and as some of you all know, in addition to running this YouTube channel, I also run a fledgling little pop-up restaurant here in Oakland known as Woo Can Cook. We serve wok fried rice and various Taiwanese small bites using recipes that come from, well, this very channel. As some of you all may also be aware, in about a month or so we'll be transitioning that pop-up into our very first brick and mortar space inside of the Prescott Market food hall here in Oakland, which, amongst many things, means that the number of remaining opportunities to find Woo Can Cook inside of a 10x10 easy up tent is pretty limited. So I did a quick poll on what kind of content you all would want to see during this transition period, and the results were pretty unanimous. You all want to see what it's actually like running that pop-up. So a couple of weeks ago, I strapped a GoPro to my chest at one of our farmers market events, and this is that. In all of its very unglamorous glory, this is what it looks like to serve about 50 covers in a 3-hour lunch rush in the middle of the street in West Oakland with no power, no water, no kitchen, and about a 25-degree backward slope leaning toward a rain gutter. So, here we go. Okay, so we're here at the West Oakland Farmers Market today. I think pretty much anyone that has ever run a pop-up will probably tell you that the greater majority of what this work is basically just setting stuff up and breaking stuff down. Because again, we're not in a kitchen, we're in the middle of the goddamn street. That basically means that anytime you've seen a Woo Can Cook pop-up, we are not only running a fully operational kitchen inside of a tent, but we are also running a fully operational campsite too. That means that everything that we need to run this kitchen space has to fit in the back of this pickup truck, or up until about 2 years ago in the back of a 2008 Hyundai Elantra. That includes the big things like tables, chairs, wok burners, propane, hotline, cold prep stations, hand wash, and so on. On top of this, though, it also includes smaller things that feel less essential but are, in fact, absolutely an enormous problem if I forget to bring it, like silverware, cooking utensils, woks, Sharpies, notepads, POS, and KDS terminals. The list kind of just goes on. And yes, I have absolutely forgotten most of these things at some point in time. Today, we actually had someone call out for this particular event, which is why I'm setting all of this stuff up by myself. We're making a YouTube video, and I'm absolutely certain that 45 minutes of me setting up tables and chairs is not good content for the internet, so I'm gonna speed right through all of this, but I'd say on average this is about a 45 to 60 minute task on my own, a little bit less with help and a little bit longer when I'm not personally here. At this particular farmers market event, we serve a 6-item menu, 3 of which rotate every week or so. The core of our menu are these 3 fried rices. This is a chicken and bacon fried rice with peas, carrots, and sambal olek chili sauce. Then this is the kimchi and bacon fried rice with, well, kimchi and bacon and a gochujang sauce. Third is a little bit more traditional Thai fried rice with Thai basil, chili, chicken, and fish sauce. We optionally serve this entire fried rice menu in burrito form too, with a Korean pickled daikon and a cilantro lime crema that we make in-house. Then on rotation this week are these chili garlic noodles, which is sort of a dish of my own invention. These are thin Hong Kong egg noodles that are wok fried and tossed with garlic chip and a house-made chili crisp oil that we call the good Sh&t. Then this is a more traditional ro zao fan, which is a braised ground pork bowl commonly found in Taiwanese street food topped with a wok fried egg. Somewhere off to the side is also our drink for the day, which is a lychee jasmine green tea, also in homage to the fruit teas that you'll come across in Taiwanese street food pretty commonly. We serve our drinks up front at the point of order station, so I'm not actually certain that there is any footage of that happening, but if there is, I'll put that here. We've been doing this particular farmers market for a couple of years now, so another aspect of this event that really excites me every day is that I actually run into a lot of friends here all of the time. This is the homie Terry that I haven't seen in a couple of years that I got to catch up with. As it happens, a super popular estate sale known as the Telegraph Estate Sale is happening around the corner from here too, so a lot of our regulars that know us from the Alameda Antiques Fair will swing by this market too. Just generally, there's a really fun, beautiful, vibrant community here in West Oakland that absolutely brings me joy to cook for every single week. Okay, back to food. Pretty much everything that we serve here is par-cooked or prepped in some fashion off-site at a commissary kitchen. There's some health code reasons why it's beneficial to do this as a pop-up, mainly so that we're not transporting raw meats to and from the event in coolers, but mostly this is beneficial because of the speed that things are happening on a wok burner. My primary focus in wok cooking is on burning moisture off very quickly so that it doesn't steam, especially with fried rices since the rice itself is literally steamed. That means that while the literal fire is on, I don't want to be spending time cooking chicken through or waiting for bacon fat to render, so to account for this, all of that has already been done ahead of time off-site. Since we're also so focused on the texture of our rice, it's also very critical that we make sure that the starch in my rice has been properly rinsed out, because if it isn't, then it looks something like this, a big porridgey mess. If we were in a kitchen, I would just have a second rice cooker going that I could rotate out when this happens. Since we're here in the middle of 18th and Peralta Street though, when this happens, we pretty much have to start recalling tickets and making substitutions. I know, super fun. Fortunately, most folks this morning were pretty understanding of what was going on, but basically for about the last hour or so of our lunch rush, I was exclusively making noodles. Many of these were pretty strange combinations of noodles that I was making on the fly too, so yeah, that's the pop-up life, y'all. Anyway, for whatever reason, the AC Transit bus line doesn't want to acknowledge that there is in fact a road closure here for a farmer's market, which means that this farmer's market ends at 2 p.m. and the streets reopen to traffic promptly at 2:30 p.m., regardless if you are or are not still standing in the middle of it. So, because of this, I generally try and get these burners off by 2 p.m. sharp so that we can pack up before the bus drivers start yelling at me. And yes, they have definitely yelled at me before. Doing dishes in a campsite 3-comp sink is an enormous pain in the butt, so for the most part we usually just pack up our dirty dishes and clean them off-site at the commissary kitchen, which is yet another great reason not to transport raw meats. And yeah, that's about it, y'all. If you are watching this video and you did find yourself waiting an unusually long time for your food earlier this month at the farmer's market while we recalled all of these orders, just know that I see you and I appreciate you. Y'all are the real ones. This is our KDS for managing orders, which indicates wait time, and I'll tell you that it's never a good sign when you see that much red on your KDS, y'all. We're working on solving all of these wait time problems, and y'all, I promise you that once we have a actual kitchen space, it's gonna be way easier than cooking in a storm gutter. All right, see you soon.